Last few seasons, we've seen a lot of up-and-coming managers come from smaller clubs where they've done really well, achieved brilliant things, and gone on to manage big clubs, and it hasn't necessarily always worked out. And the first one that comes to mind is Erik ten Hag. Now, Erik ten Hag was unbelievable at Ajax. Took them to a Champions League semi-final, was this close away from going to a final. Lucas Moura happened, we all remember that night, right? But he was a really highly rated manager coming out of Holland, and what he done at Ajax was really, really promising. Comes to Manchester United, and all of a sudden, first season was decent, but after that, second season, third season, rubbish. Gets sacked, and at that point in a manager's career, for me, you're 1-1, because you're really good at Holland, in Holland at Ajax, and you was poor at United, so it's 1-1. That next move, that third club that you manage, for me, determines whether or not you're going to be a successful manager in this game. He went to Leverkusen and got sacked after 3 games. For me, now he's done in this game. Ten Hag is never going to get a big job again, in my opinion. He's currently, I think, footballing director or something at FC Twente. It's class. And then you fast forward, 2020. This guy had just been sacked by Real Madrid, and for me, he's 1-1. Superb at Bayer Leverkusen. Unbelievable what you achieved. But going to Real Madrid and getting sacked after 6 months, not being able to sustain any kind of fluidity, any kind of form, any kind of managerial dominance at Real Madrid, for me, that's like, oh, so you're 1-1. Your next job now, if you go to Liverpool next and you fail at Liverpool, all of a sudden you're not seen as an up-and-coming, promising manager. You're seen as somebody that's not good enough at the biggest clubs. That's the tightrope. That's the slippery slope between being a top manager and not. If you get 2 bad managerial stints in a row, your stock in the game falls drastically. Another example. Everybody when he was at Brentford thought Thomas Frank was a really, really good gaffer. Really good gaffer. I did myself, and most people did. If you didn't think that, you're lying. What he was doing at Brentford was really good, but he's gone to a bigger club, not even a huge club. He's gone to a bigger club in Spurs, and he looks horrible, bro. Let's keep it about. He looks horrible. He's 1-1. If he now moves to another side and he's bad again, he's never ever gonna sniff a big job again in his life, and that's the life of a coach. And finally, the final boss. What he done at Sporting was unbelievable. Got them 2 league titles, turned their whole shit around, everything around. Came to United, and all of a sudden he's the laughingstock of flipping England, bro. Statistically, he's one of the worst managers to ever manage in the Premier League. But what he was doing in Portugal was top notch. It doesn't make any sense. So for him, obviously he got a big payout, got out of there, whatever, cool. But his next managerial appointment, if he doesn't get that right, if he has another stint at a decent club or at a top club and he fails, he will never get a top job again. And that's the life of a manager. It's mad. I think at the big clubs, you're going to see a stop to this hiring the project manager from the from the lower league, somebody that's done it at a team that doesn't